air, water, earth, fire. For hundreds of years, the four nations have lived in harmony. The Avatar, master of all four elements, was always responsible for maintaining the peace. But Avatar Roku passed away 13 years ago. Now, the four nations look to the air nomads to reveal the next Avatar, but the world is met with silence. Rumors from the Earth Kingdom abound that the Fire Nation is planning an aggressive move into the Earth Kingdom. 5 young heroes were too late to save the Southern Air Temple, but they hold vital information that could save the Earth Kingdom and maybe even save the world. Previously on the Flying Bison podcast.
As a split decision by Ren forced the fight between Shoban and General Cyclone to a quick halt, the ensuing chaos forced our heroes to flee the town of Xinu as the Fire Nation tanks razed the town. Flying as fast as they can, the crew decides to rest. Secrets are revealed, including a mysterious note left for Leeko at their inn. But before our heroes can sleep for the night, someone from Ren's past bursts in, followed by an aggressive band of Kyoshi warriors.
Hey guys, I was thinking for tonight we would just, I don't know, do you just want to watch me play Elden Ring?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah? We'll just, okay, we'll see you next week, everybody. And it was good talking with you.
Bye. Thanks for listening.
Outro music and bye. No, but honestly, that is literally all I've been doing for like a couple weeks now. Is playing
Justin,
Elden
you want to
Ring.
buy me Elden Ring?
And I can't because I bought myself Elden Ring. And Johnny
is it
Johnny
that
has
expensive?
what? I mean, it's a new game that came out, so it's $60, I think. It's usually what games are when they come out. Johnny is and I came out as known Dark Souls like game haters. I don't know what happened, Johnny. It just I started playing it and it sucked me in.
I hear that happens to people. I still haven't given it a shot, but
this one is fun. It's actually kind of fun.
You guys don't think Dark Souls games are fun?
Oh no.
Oh no. This is not what I was going to say. Here's what I was going to say. I was going to say I'm terrible at it. Like if you were to watch me play Elden Ring, you'd be like, this man is
Have you ever played a video game before?
At Souls-like game. Has he ever played a video game before? And the answer is I have played a few video games before. I have not played Souls-like games before. I'm okay now. I'm getting better. I'm not good.
Yeah, I play most of my video games on like the harder settings and all that stuff. And Souls games, like anything from Software, it sits in this category of like it just exists to be obnoxiously hard. And I'm not. And here's the thing: when I play video games, I also want the story to drive me to the next thing. And there's not enough story in their games. Combined with the fact that like I don't want to just punish myself for playing something I spent money on. So like just really I can't get into them.
Well, I think we should have Johnny try it, give it an honest try. But what I was going to say is I've been watching videos of people playing Elden Ring, and I watch them, and I'm like, good Lord, good Elden Lord. They make this look so easy. Like, what am I doing wrong? I am literally playing an entirely different game than these people. So it got me thinking about other things that are like, everyone is like, this is easy, but you're terrible at it. So I'm curious if there's something that you have the most trouble with, you just cannot do it, but for whatever reason, everyone is like, this is easy. Why can't you do this?
Backflips.
Danny, that's a terrible example. Nobody here can do a backflip.
You can't do a backflip? Wait, you mean on a trampoline or just like standing on concrete with full courage?
Why does it matter?
In zero gravity.
I would never.
I'm panicking.
Then sure. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right.
Big sigh. Big sigh. Okay. For me, this is ADD related, but sequencing. So, like when I make breakfast, Like I can't do things in the right order ever.
How about this?
So something is cold.
I'll give you an example
Steve,
to
I feel that
show what I'm
deeply.
talking about. Do you know those? You know those like Bic lighters?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how to make those work.
Really?
I cannot do it. My thumb just does not work like that. I don't get it.
I want to see you
I don't
try
understand
now.
how to do it. It's
a great
hilarious.
example.
It's hilarious. That's what I'm talking about. Something that everyone is like, "Are you kidding me? You don't know how to do."
I've never once in my life been able to actually get a hula hoop to fully rotate around me.
I love that. I love picturing
Straight
you
up.
as a kid just attempting this over and
No,
over.
over and over. Couldn't do it.
That's more reasonable than the lighter thing. I'm sorry.
I told you it's ridiculous. It's like you hear that and you're like, "What is wrong with you?"
Oh man.
I don't get how to move my thumb down but keep it on the lever. I don't get it. Sorry.
I just
Yeah, some stuff just doesn't translate mechanically like that, you know?
I just picture Justin like trying to use a lighter. He's like, he gets pissed. He's like, no, I'm just gonna play Elden Ring.
And the whole time like,
Yeah.
you pan the camera down and he's been hula hooping perfectly.
Just to really rub it in my face.
I guess this
That's fine
Oh,
because you
sorry,
just
Nick.
rubbed it in mine.
this falls outside. I think it might fall a little bit outside the scope of the question, if I'm being honest. But I know so many people who can do those like really loud whistles with their fingers, one-handed or two-handed or anything like that. And I cannot for the life of me figure out how to whistle with anything other than just my lips. I can whistle.
You can whistle.
But I can't do it with my
Okay,
fingers.
Okay.
maybe that's
And
my answer. I can't
do that like
whistle at
super
all.
loud thing. Oh,
I can't
Danny, you
whistle
don't know
at
how to
all.
whistle.
I'm a terrible musician.
Oh.
I've tried so hard.
Yeah, you kind
It
of
just starts spewing saliva everywhere in front of me.
Danny, that's like half of
I
Ada
know.
Brothers songs, and like
So I-
singer-songwriter is
I
like
block
whistling.
all the songs with the artist whistling just out of my life.
They just make you.
They don't exist to me. I get angry
just
every time I
make
listen
you
to
so
them.
jealous.
There's just
You're
like a
I'm
blank
gonna forget
space
this.
in the
Like if
song.
if someone tried to show me that song, I won't hear anything.
You're like, why is this silent for a minute and a half? What a dumb song.
Is this art or something? Is this? Ugh.
Anyone else? Can we make fun of anybody else here for something simple that they should be able to do but can't? Here's another one. Months make no sense to me at all. Like I to this day have to. Everyone's face is like, what do you mean? Like to this day, I have to count on my hands.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And,
that's
like
fine.
if you tell me a date, like it does not make any sense to me. It
this
does not
helps me.
compute like the tracking of time.
This helps me think of something.
Oh, that's reverse.
Yeah, okay.
Dates make sense for me.
Months. What was it? Dang it. How about remembering things I just thought of? Does that count?
He just lost it.
Yeah, the rest of us
Yeah.
can remember
That
things.
was in his
Steve.
mind for like a
That's why
split
I've
second.
had a very short life.
He's like, "Oh, I got it. What was it?"
It paid rent for a hot second and then dipped, you know?
That's a very accurate description, I feel like, of the neurodivergent
Yeah, I'm
ADHD
going to have
brain.
to mute everybody while I try to think of what this was.
All right, let's
And Steve's
let's
gone.
pause for a little bit. We'll just let Steve think about what he was going to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have the same problem with the names of the months,
Mm.
but I don't have a problem processing the number. The numbers
I
are
got
fine.
it.
Yes.
I got it. You ready?
Hit us. Hit it.
All right. I have never been able to successfully build a habit of placing the correct century when I use the tenths.
Oh,
So, like,
that's a
oh,
good
yeah.
one.
I think the year 1750 is the 17th century. I've always had this problem.
No,
Just one more. Just one
Anytime
more.
go
I
up.
read
Just go up one.
you
about
just go up one.
dates, like anytime you go into the 17th century, I'm thinking 17 something. That's of course 16 something. You know. the
So
year
what century are we
1620
in?
is- We are in the 21st century. I know that one.
Yeah, see, he's got it.
Though.
He's got it.
That's not because I know how to do this. It's because I've practiced that exact fun
It's because
fact.
you're currently
This is the
alive.
century we're in.
And
Everyone references the 21st century.
This is the era he's living in.
But I did get slightly nervous when you asked that question.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was like, oh god, here it is. Here it is. I've been preparing for this moment.
Just like we practiced.
I also frequently forget how old I am.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
no,
a-
that's
that's
a normal
everyone.
thing. That's a normal.
Well,
I feel like the century thing is also pretty common. You know,
Sure.
I'm
I think
so
most
like,
people get that mistake.
I have such a future orientation that I regularly
Yeah.
age myself a year ahead before I get there. I'm like, oh, what am I turning this year? And then for the rest of the year, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
oh,
you
I'm
round
this age.
Years ago, I decided that I am just going to treat my birthday using the Korean system. So once it hits the year that I'm going to turn a certain age, I am that age.
Mm.
You are that here. Yeah, it's an elegant solution.
That makes me feel strangely seen. There's an entire culture that does this.
Monroe, something that you're terrible at, that no one else is terrible at.
I mean, I guess like this is more dyslexia related, but I have trouble reading. Like the words kind of flip over, or the letters do, and that sometimes that translates into how I speak, because I think about what I'm going to say beforehand. So sometimes it jumbles up. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Well, I'm not going to make fun of
And
that
I didn't
because
want to
that's a
say
real
that
thing that
because
people
of that,
struggle
but just in
with.
case there's someone out there who also has dyslexia. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's true. We see you.
I don't
But,
remember the.
I do have a dyslexia joke like locked and
Yeah,
loaded though.
but
Oh my
I don't. Yeah,
I don't remember the
don't.
term for it, but I have the math version of dyslexia. I can't do anything with the
I do
numbers
too.
like, at all.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's tough.
Mm.
In terms of something's funny, I guess with the lighter situation, it's the other lighter where you have to like pull the trigger and push at the same time. That long one.
Well, that
I
one-
have. I
Oh,
can't.
the
I'm just
grandma
like,
lighters.
I don't know what those are, but I'm just.
I use those because it's the only one I can use.
I can use the big ones, so we'll just switch. Yeah.
There we
Danny, I
go.
feel like you were so
You
innocent
call-
in just adding that fun fact that it's called a grandma lighter, and that just added so much punch to this.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
I
that's
can't use one.
that's what we call them in the kitchen where I work.
The grandma lighter.
I do feel a little attacked that those are the only letters I can use.
And I feel attacked that I
but-
can't use one.
Yeah. It's
Oh my gosh.
Monroe, sorry, I'm curious with the dyslexia, because I ask everybody who I know who has dyslexia this, because I'm curious, because it's like 50-50 in terms of people who've said yes and no. But have you used any of like the dyslexia fonts, and do they work for you?
I've never used it, but I should probably.
Okay. Yeah, I
I
know.
didn't
Like I
even-
said, it's like
yeah.
50-50. I know a ton of people with dyslexia who use them, and it's great, and it helps them a lot. And I know a ton of people with dyslexia who are like, I don't get the point of this. Like, it's not helpful at all. So,
I think it just depends on the spectrum, right?
yeah.
I'm not that far over, but I'm far enough where like it could mess with my like train of thought and stuff like that. Do you have dyslexia too, or do you just know a lot of people who have it?
I just know a lot of people who have. I don't have. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I have. I should look up the actual term for it because I can't remember. But I have. I get numbers mixed up constantly. So I failed high school math because I couldn't understand what was going on, and my teacher was like really gracious and passed me anyway, so I didn't have to take math anymore after that. So like I didn't take math senior year of high school, and because I reached my graduation requirement. But I avoid it like the plague.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to my boss, Katie, who posed this question to our team a few days ago. It's a good one. It's a very good one. There's some very interesting discussion
Okay,
happening.
to start listening to the Flying Bison podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's literally absolutely no way she listens to this at all.
Shout out to you.
But if you are, shout out to you.
The term is
It's a
dyscalculia.
good question.
Mm.
Dyscalculia.
Yeah, Sky has that
That
too.
makes
my,
sense.
My partner.
That sounds like a Roman vampire that can't count. Like the opposite of the count in
On Sesame
Yeah.
Street? Yeah.
it sounds like
That
the
is
opposite
so
of that.
true. This needs to be
Yeah,
a character
I
on
get it.
Sesame Street.
Makes it to 6, fine, sees 7, thinks it's another 1, panics.
1, 12.
Yeah, we had to go there.
I don't know why I find that so funny.
We're moving on.
All right. Well, count them. 1, 2, 3 Kyoshi warriors busted into your room. 3
So
Kyoshi
unnecessarily
warriors.
targeted by that intro, but
2, 3.
I'm sure Ren
1.
does too, you know?
this doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm not Kyoshi.
Oh man. I can't believe I said I wouldn't make fun of dyslexia, but I'm making fun of dyscalculia. Anyway, before we figure out what's going on in your little in room, though, we're gonna go back a few years. Actually, I was gonna. How many years ago was this, Steve?
I would say only 4, because Ren is still about 16. Okay. So this is like age 12.
Yeah. We see this vast estate that's just laying stretched out across the lush green mountains of Kyoshi Island. And the camera snakes through this building for just a moment too long than what you would like. Just winding through numerous rooms and corridors. And many of these rooms that we pass are just completely empty, save for ornate decorations and expensive looking antiques. And then eventually we stop in what feels like the center of this vast estate. And we come to this small garden. And as we move past this blossoming cherry tree, we just see this older person who's kneeling down in front of what looks like a statue in sort of quiet contemplation.
There you are, Uncle Gimo.
What did I say about calling me that? I don't want you getting in trouble with your father.
I know.
He's making you do the voice, I see. So it's settled.
I guess. I don't know. Why can't I just be like you, Gimo? You can be intersex. You haven't been forced to be something you're not. Everyone knows and they still love you. You seem so free.
Oh, I'm hardly free, Ren. I'm a servant in your house for Lion Turtle's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, it's not all Sweetwater and lilies being in between. Some people, they fear what they don't understand. Others are just looking for a reason to be angry at someone, a place to point blame at someone, and...
Like the man who gave you that scar?
That was a long time ago. Now, before I grace you with my infinite wisdom, speak plainly with me in your own voice, Rensong. What do you want?
I want to be one of you. That's who I am.
You are also the sole heir to the House of Song and the future of the Song dynasty. I know you don't like your parents' way. I don't either. But they're right about this. You should be careful who you trust. We can't all go around, and he raises his arm. We can't all go around wearing white ribbons. And as a sworn servant of your house, I must advise you to stay your course, Ren.
Yes, you must advise that. Now it sounds like it's time for you to be honest.
And there's this twinkle in his eye as he sort of a slight curve comes onto his face. I cannot afford such luxuries, but speaking unofficially, of course, I would say that your true self shows themselves eventually. So we had better get on with it and learn to be at home in our own skin.
I like that.
Ren throws his arms around Gimo, and they hug for a moment before a group of servants walks by, and the older servant Gimo dusts himself off. That's enough now. We've got to memorize 4 scrolls by lunchtime. And that sigh of a teenager echoes through your mind as it sort of blends in with the creak of the door as Gimo has now stumbled in to this room and said, "Run! They're coming! Run!" The window crashes as 3 Kyoshi warriors burst into the room. And before you guys even have a chance to respond, 3 more come running in through the door. And they've all got their, war fans up against your necks. What do you do?
Ren's eyes go wide, and he raises his hands and surrender.
Leeko looks at Ren and follows suit.
Shoban lifts his hands, and he's got his Dai badge in his hand, and says, "I'm a child of Kyoshi just like you. There's no reason this has to go badly."
And you say that, and from around the corner of the door in walks a taller Kyoshi warrior. She sort of walks around and says, "Oh, a Dai Li agent, Didn't expect to find one of you out here."
Well, it seems like a lot of unexpected things are happening tonight.
Didn't expect to be hunted down hundreds of miles away from home.
Didn't expect everyone to come in my room and bring their beds here.
What's happened to Gimo? Gimo, are you all right?
You're still salty?
Yeah, I think so. I just need a moment.
You're bleeding. Help him, somebody.
Yeah, it seems kind of unnecessary to injure an old man.
Did you do this?
We found him like that.
And you didn't do anything to help him?
Well, no, because we knew that he was on the trail of Ren, and look, Mr. She looks at the Dai Li agent.
Shoban.
See, this is my point about law enforcement. Oh, Chain Out did not move and surrender, just to be...
She walks up and does this flip of her war fan and puts it away, puts out her hand and says, "You can call me Miro."
I reach out to shake her hand.
All right, ladies, put the fans down.
Why'd you walk in so ready to kill us? What's...
Well, we weren't sure who you were or what you could do. We weren't sure if you were protecting Ren.
Wait, is everyone just standing on the beds that line the floor? Everyone's has a slight bounce.
We are.
Every time they talk.
Yep, 100%. 100%. Yep.
Rozak has a pillow
I
in
mean, on
hand
the rare
while his hands are
occasion
up.
that you actually get fluffy beds to jump on, you got to do it.
So, cop lady, why are you here? Why are you bothering us?
Well, I'm not a cop. Your friend is a cop.
I'm an agent.
He's aware of that.
Yeah,
Kyoshi,
friend is strong. It's a strong term.
your acquaintance is a cop. Apologies.
Yeah. But I mean, he's arguably, working towards a positive mission for his country. And,
I thought you were
you're
saying cop is a strong
chasing down
term.
a boy at the expense of an injured old man.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
he did.
No, I meant friend.
He did steal from us and abscond it with something that doesn't belong to him. It's a very serious offense.
What is he supposed to have
to
stolen?
Kyoshi warriors? She points to Ren.
The Kyoshi warrior garb.
His clothes?
Wait, you're not actually a Kyoshi warrior?
I am
You can't have
actually
the
a
clothes?
Kyoshi warrior. I wasn't supposed to leave.
Who are you, Ren? Why are all these people?
Well,
Here.
I'm not this important. I don't know why they're here.
No, you're really not. We were here
Hey,
for...
Hey, whoa. Ren
Only
is
Ren's allowed to diss himself, okay?
all right?
You can't.
You check yourself.
He stole from the Kyoshi warriors. He stole from a group that he dedicated his life to. He is the only male Kyoshi warrior that has ever been accepted.
I wouldn't say I was ever accepted.
Wow.
And there's like a girl that has her fan up next to Rozek's neck, like scoffs, like.
Hey, she said put the fans down.
Oh, sorry.
Rose like rubs his neck. Like, oh, gosh.
So you guys weren't accepting of Ren, and you're all mad that he was the first, not girl accept. But like, so just like wipe the record of him being accepted, and then your perfect record is gone, and you don't have to worry about Ren.
We would
leaving.
love that. Can we please have the Kyoshi warrior armor?
Hey Ren, do you want the armor?
The oath goes both ways. You swore an oath that I would be able to wear this for the rest of my life. I broke my oath. You don't have to break yours.
What are you asking them something?
Well, I'm trying to challenge a principle. It's not really a question.
Oh.
I don't know
Okay.
what her principle is, what
Okay.
Miro's
Kinda sounds
principle
like
is,
that.
but I'm trying to appeal to her honor, I guess. Because it is a promise.
Sure. Yeah. I think that you would obviously know Miro. You would know all of these people. So you'd probably have a decent sense of Miro's principle. So, sure. Why don't you roll with? That's interesting. What does call someone out? Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
8.
So on a hit, they're called to act as you say. They must either do it or mark a condition. On a 7 to 9, they challenge your worldview in turn. You mark a fatigue, or they shift your balance as they choose. All right. She sort of stares at you for a moment, and she says, "You want to keep the armor?
Yes.
Still be considered a Kyoshi warrior, even though you fled in the middle of the night."
If I can be. I know when you gave me this, you couldn't have known that I would break my promise. But neither did I. I didn't belong there. And you said so yourself. But does that mean that I'm not a Kyoshi warrior?
Before I answer that, let me ask a question of your friends. Does Ren belong here?
Ren, you
Not
wanna
at
be
this inn, but with you, yeah. That's the question?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. To you,
Well,
the answer is
technically,
yes.
this is
Ren
my
belongs
room.
here
So,
with us.
okay, sorry.
Rosa,
We all decided to sleep in the same room.
Okay,
I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
all right, enough with the room.
look at the beds.
Meanwhile, there's like the spring of beds.
The more heated things
As
get, the
everyone's
more
bouncing as they talk to
bouncy
each other.
everyone is.
We all know about nervous bed jumping.
Oh my gosh.
The Kyoshi warriors were established by Kyoshi herself because the world never saw women as being worthy and able to stand their own on the battlefield. Yes?
Yes.
It would be against that sentiment if I were to force you to not be who you are, having found the place that you're supposed to be. But before I give you my final answer, this is a provisional thing. You can keep the armor, but you are going to help us with our mission here.
I was going to ask if there's some other way I can prove myself. I want to wear the garb.
You help us, and it's yours. Deal?
May I speak alone with my friends for a moment? Leaving them could compromise another mission.
Your friends can come if they want, but yes, you can discuss with them.
Yeah.
Can we find out,
but
especially now that we know that we can potentially come, what this mission is before we speak privately?
Yes. And she actually looks towards Gimo.
Who is bled out dead.
Well, he is
Forgot about Gimo.
He's just gone. He was basically just dust. He was that old. And
Why
so
did we
he's
talk
just
this
kind
long?
of
and that's
away with
We
the
should have
wind.
gotten a Band-Aid immediately.
Just floats out the window. At this point, you can actually see. You look at Gimo, and you can see that it actually isn't his blood.
He doesn't have a wound.
There's no more fresh blood. There's blood on his clothes, but there's not like a pouring of blood coming out. And he goes, "Well, came to track an enemy of Kyoshi warriors to this area, and well, I thought I saw you walk into this inn, and I had to see if it was you."
Oh, you weren't sent for me, Gimo? My parents didn't force you to come here and get me?
When you left, your parents indebted me to the Kyoshi warriors.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you liked it there, although I guess you also didn't like it there, so I don't know. Should I be sorry?
So you're welcome.
If I'm being completely honest, I like serving these Spitfire ladies more than your parents.
Well, they are that.
You seem pretty terrified that they're going to just come in here and kill us. You sort of gave Ren a warning.
I knew that everything that the Kyoshi warriors thought of Ren was not good. The minute they found out he was here too, I was afraid of what they would do. I was actually in the midst of fighting this person that the Kyoshi warriors are tracking, and when I saw them rush in here, and so I needed to
Do you think they're
Ren.
still here?
It's possible. They were just outside in the back in the forest.
Gimo, I love
Does
you,
this
but
person have a name?
you can continue your mission. I'm safe.
And Gimo sort of like sits on the bed, and then Mira goes, "All right, we've been tracking a waterbender who stole an old relic from when Kyoshi was the Avatar that we housed, and his name is Batok
Of the...
Northern Water Tribe.
Oh. Never heard of him. But, we'll take care of him for you.
He can't be too
Potentially.
far, and it looks like he's not in the greatest shape. Rozak says, gesturing to Gimo.
What state do you want him in?
Wisconsin.
Oh my god.
That's very
Was what?
far.
Well,
I've only
What's in
read about this
Wisconsin?
place in scrolls.
the ancient land of Wisconsin.
The land of bad cheese.
That's where lion turtles come from.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Yep.
We also call it the edge of the world. Wisconsin is.
That's a very accurate description of
Sometimes
Wisconsin.
it feels like it. Honestly,
It is.
It feels like the edge of the world. It feels like the edge of the world.
it's gonna fall off at any moment.
Could fall off at any moment.
Rozak once again gestures to Gimo and says, "Well, it doesn't really seem like you care what state he's in. How?
Oh, you could straight up pop a cap in his.
Papa Cap.
What's a cap, Uncle Gimo?
How do we pop a what?
What's
Like the lid of a small jar.
It's
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
ancient. It's an ancient
Yes.
technological weapon
Yes.
that only comes from Wisconsin.
just?
You want us to put a hat
Yes,
on?
please put a hat on him. It's the waterbender's one weakness. Hats.
They get all their power from their scalp, and when you cover it, they can no longer water.
Yeah, it needs to be bare.
It's why
So
you,
that it
it's
can,
why you
you
never
know,
see
can
waterbenders wearing
contact the
baseball
moon
caps or
or whatever.
beanies.
For you, Gimo,
Yeah.
I'll pop
Yep.
3 caps.
Where is this going? Oh my
Will we?
Anyways.
Okay. Would we all be going together, or are you sending us to get this person on our own?
Miro goes, I'll leave that up to Ren.
Unless
Well-
my friends have any more questions,
Ren in
I'm ready to speak with them alone.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
all right. And all 6 of the Kyoshi warriors and Gimo and Miro go to like one side of the room and they're like jumping on some of the beds over on
And
that
we
side.
all go to one side of the
we'll
room?
go under the beds.
Okay, guys, it's really quiet down here. I think this will work.
If
Maybe
they
we
just
should
go
go
to the other
back.
side of the room, I'm going to walk over to where they are and be like, "Hey, we have any of the other rooms along the side of the hall? I'd like to invite you to leave while we discuss. You can hang out in any of those rooms."
Do they have trampoline beds as well?
No, they don't.
We took the beds.
All the beds are in here.
Actually, these beds are from those
And
rooms.
one of the Kyoshi warriors goes, "Aww," and then Miro leads all of them out into one of the other rooms.
Great.
And then we go under the
Now that
beds
there's not
anyways.
12
If you
people
go
in
to
there.
the
extra measure. Put pillows around the edge of the bed.
Soundproof.
Yeah.
Oh, Ren.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine with going on this mission, but I think we should be pretty quick about it because the longer we take here, the farther away Botox.
Botox?
Botox.
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 Batok. The farther away Batok gets, and the longer it takes to find him, and the longer it takes to get to Passing Say.
I know. I've been really frustrated because I think we keep taking too long everywhere we go.
We can't
think-
get farther than like a mile.
We need to consider a couple of things. It's a full moon, and this is a waterbender.
Oh.
They're going to be significantly more powerful than normal.
forgot
We've
about
got
that.
Leeko, so that's a benefit, but it's worth considering. The other thing, Ren, I want to ask this genuinely, and please don't take this the wrong way, but if you've already dishonored yourself by breaking your oath, why does it matter if they take the armor that by right is theirs?
I don't know.
Ren, do you want the armor?
I'm not sure who I'd be without it.
You'd still be you without the armor.
No.
But if you gave it
Yeah,
up, it
that's-
prevents us from having to put ourselves in an unnecessary and dangerous situation.
It's as necessary as Ren wants it to be.
That's not really what necessary means, but I understand your point.
But if it's important to you, Ren, then it's important to us.
I just want you to know, Ren, and I feel like I speak for everyone here. I don't know about Shoban. I barely know him, but when we look at you, we don't see the Kyoshi armor. We see you, Ren.
Ren's eyes get misty. Thank you, Rosic.
3.5.
Rozak, do you think that was trying to guide and comfort Ren? It sounds like a
I
guide
always
and
forget
comfort
there's
to me.
mechanics in this game.
Yeah, you're just being nice, Rosic.
Yeah. We're not just. We don't
just
talking.
love each other.
we
don't
could just
actually
talk.
like
We have
each other.
mechanics.
All of our actions to progress our character sheets forward. Yeah, sounds like it to me.
This is great. We are going to start using the guide and comfort move rather than the support and comfort move from the quick start. And I like it. The change to it is less ambiguous about whether or not the other person needs to open up. It just relies on whether or not the PC attempts to guide and comfort, which it sounds like Rozak is trying to do.
So I'll roll with Harmony, which is a
Harmony,
whopping
yep.
0 for Rozak.
Ooh, harmonious Rosic.
0. I am. Okay, guilty doesn't affect that. Never mind. All right. Why does it say forward -1?
You can just change that.
All right, so it's a 10 then. What is that from, though?
It's just a condition. You can change it on your character sheet. It's probably for me playing around with it. Fun little fact in between last episode and this episode, I deleted everyone's character sheets on accident.
Ta-da!
And he did it on purpose. He was just in a rut of...
It was definitely not on purpose. Why would they put the reset configuration button on the right side, super big, right next to save?
Foundry
Angry.
developers, if you're listening...
It wasn't Foundry. I'm not going to say
it
who it
wasn't Foundry.
was because I don't want to call them out. It's just poor
I was
UI
actively-
design.
I was...
No, they know who they are, and you suck.
Well, yeah, a 10.
Anyway, on a hit, Ren gets to choose one. So you either embrace their guidance and comfort, and you can clear a condition or 2 fatigue, and you may ask one question of Rozak that they must answer honestly.
Or you can shut me down.
Or you can shut
Could you imagine?
Ren down.
Well,
Rozak
obviously in
And
narrative, I was
inflict,
responding well. So yeah, I'm not going to inflict anything on him.
Once you give a little bit, can you give a little bit more?
I may shift Ren's balance. Yes, you may also shift their balance.
And you get to ask one question
Okay,
of Ren. So, Rozak, you get to ask a question and they must answer honestly. And you can also shift their balance if you want to.
All right, so... Yep.
Ren, you can clear a condition or 2 fatigue. But give us a little bit more about how you embrace that guidance and comfort.
I think Ren would be less troubled. So I'll clear that condition. Thank you, Rozak. I feel like you have seen me. And in that way,
Ren,
this is a home for me, I guess.
Ren, why did you flee from the Kyoshi warriors?
I don't think I was woman enough for them. I had hoped that they would be more welcoming. But I also knew that I couldn't stay on that island. Not with my parents there. Did you shift my balance?
Are you also shifting his balance?
Yeah. I don't know. What are Ren's principles?
Yeah, right now I'm -1 action, +1 forgiveness. You could go either direction.
I don't know. Because from what Ren just told Rozak isn't really digging these Kyoshi girls. They seem pretty mean.
Oh man, now I want to see a Kyoshi Warrior Mean Girl campaign.
No, I want to see
it's like high
a
school.
remake of the movie Mean
That would
Girls,
be
but they're
fun.
all Kyoshi warriors.
both Kyoshi warriors.
It's like instead of it being set in
That's what
high
he just
school,
said.
it's set on Kyoshi Island.
On Kyoshi Island. I
Guys,
know,
what if
that's
Regina
what I'm
George was a
saying.
Kyoshi warrior and everyone in Mean Girls was also Kyoshi warriors?
And instead of a bus.
Wait, guys, do you remember the movie Mean
Wait,
Girls?
Mean Girls?
Yes. No, imagine that, but imagine it's Kyoshi warriors
Wait,
instead.
I have one.
It's like you're reading
better.
my mind. It's like you have ESPN or something.
All right. Would you shift
All
his
right, I
balance?
think I'm going to shift it towards action.
All right, Ren, shift your balance towards action and away from forgiveness.
That leaves me at
where
the
does that leave you?
0-0
Sorry.
center.
Center. Yeah, I think it's center.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, I'm definitely fine with helping you find this waterbender so you can
Yeah,
keep the armor if you like.
Whatever you decide, Ren. I think we're all agreed we're behind you. But just make sure if we're gonna go and fight this waterbender, that is what you really want. That's worth keeping armor that reminds you of people who didn't accept you.
Yo, is that a mechanical challenge too? I feel like I'm going to get pushed into action even more. Just go punch the
We're just
Kyoshi
throwing
warriors out.
mechanics left and right.
I'm taking this armor.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think are you is Shoban trying to call Ren out and get him to do something, or is he just providing his feedback?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, Shoban's definitely providing his feedback, but he's also trying to get Ren to think deeply about whether or not he actually needs this.
Interesting. Yeah. Let's Yeah, I mean, if anything, it'd be call someone out. I think you'd be rolling with one of Ren's principles. Now, Ren's principles are both at +0. So let me ask you this first. Do you think that... Oh, you rolled. All right. Never mind. I rescind my question.
Well, there's that.
It is a... what did you roll?
I rolled a
Jenny?
6.
A 6. A 6 is a
Swing
miss.
and a miss.
This is not a hit. A swing and a miss. I gotta make a GM move, and instead, Ren gets to demand you act in accordance with one of your principles instead. And you mark a condition or act as they request. So, Ren...
I got it.
Shoban
Yeah.
basically, you got it. Shoban said, do you actually want to keep the armor of somebody who didn't accept you?
In case you don't know, Shoban's principles are loyalty and confidence.
Yes, I got him in front of me. I hear you, Shoban. I don't think I'm ready to give this up yet. But if you think it's so easy, maybe try wearing only one identity for a while. No, you know what? Why don't you just leave, Shoban? All of you. You've got your own shoes to fill. You don't need to stick around. I don't need to hold you back anymore. Just go do your thing. This is something I need to do on my own.
What?
Rozak just looks at Shoban and is like, come on, man.
I think...
But he didn't do anything. He just asked
I
a
second
question.
Shoban leaving, honestly.
You dirty
But-
cop.
Seriously, Ren. There are no shoes to fill. There's no responsibilities. We have each other, and we'll take care of each other. All right.
Since
so
the day we've
we're gonna
met,
help you.
Jay,
and us
I've
helping
been
you.
kidnapped. I've gone off on my own without saying a word. I've held you back. I've barely held my own against these benders. I don't want you to leave, but more than that, I don't want to hinder our mission. It's too important.
Ren-san, look at me. You have never once held us back from anything.
I did go off in the spa and then get
Our
knocked
greatest
out,
victories
That
or
was
because
pretty
of
bad.
your
Yeah.
okay, that was the one time. Yeah. Well, it went bad for everyone. Leeko was
Ren,
there
I don't
too.
want to bring back any trauma from this event, but if it weren't for you, there would have been a whole town of faceless people still faceless. You're not holding us back.
My aunt would not be able to speak if it weren't for you.
Shoban looks like visibly guilty, and he's carrying some extra weight now. But he just says, I haven't known you guys that long, but I was only saying what I said because I genuinely care about you guys, and I was trying to help. But I'm not going back to Bossing Say. Not if you're going to fight this waterbender.
Shoban's flimsy loyalties aside, we're in it with you, Ren.
And whatever
matter
you
what.
choose is the right choice.
Okay. How long do you think it will take for the 5 of us to beat up a waterbender on a full moon?
A long freaking time.
Couple of seconds. Nah. See, this is because you haven't been here long enough. This is easy.
Underhanded ways.
We got
We'll
this.
figure it out, I guess.
I just want.
Nice
just
one.
wanted to
I think
sleep
that's
tonight.
That reminds me. What's going to happen with this Leeko letter that we had? Like, should we really be going out in the night?
If we're all
That's up to
together,
Leeko. If she wants to go.
I mean, I stand with you, Ren. If this is important to you, then yeah,
Wait,
I'll go. I mean, it's a full moon, right? So you kind of
wait.
you could use me, right?
But Leeko, you've been getting messages, and there was somebody said that they could train you in something, right? And you're a waterbender, and these Kyoshi warriors were chasing somebody who just happens to be a waterbender,
And they
and
were
also
headed
they
here
happened to run into
and
us.
said something about your destiny?
Well, look, I'm not going to ignore that happened, but I'm also not going to just wait behind while the rest of you guys go.
No, I'm saying I think they're the same person. I think this waterbender is the
you
person
can
who's been
find your
contacting
destiny
you.
by beating the living moon pie out of this waterbender.
Water.
Well, then maybe it's worth going.
What?
Moon
See
cake.
if you can.
Yeah, we should definitely go because now we're getting two birds.
Two birds circling around each other with
Insert-
one stone.
Joke about a two animal.
You get two
It's a prophecy joke.
two
Okay.
squirrel birds
Sure.
with one stone.
It didn't land.
What's a bird, Che? What's a bird?
Prophecy is not funny to me. What? You know what birds are? I didn't say squirrel hawk or something, but you know what a bird is.
Okay,
It's a flying feathered creature. What do you want from me?
Thank you all.
so are we going?
It's decided, yeah. I'm glad that someone else has a reason to go too. Let's go beat them up,
Yeah.
but not beat them up so much that they can't teach you, Leeko.
Well,
Mm.
I mean, we don't. Let's just find them and then decide from that point on. We don't even know if this is a good destiny or not.
Okay.
Rozak opens a door and says, "You can come in now."
You hear, what? Oh gosh, I'm counting. Oh no, 16 feet shuffling down the hallway.
Wow, I hear 16
That's so
feet
specific.
down the hallway.
I heard 16 as well.
Well, each person has
4 feet.
2 feet.
So
Each
that makes
person has
it
2 feet.
8.
What? Why did you just say how you hear 8 people shuffling down the
There are-
hallway? Why do you make it
There
so
are.
hard on yourself?
There's 6.
There are 8
There's
people.
6 Kyoshi warriors. There's Miro.
Oh, you
No,
said-
three
I thought you said
came through the
3.
window and 3 more came through the door.
Uh-huh.
And then there's Gimo.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then
That's
there's
why the image of all like
The lady.
13 of you jumping
It's a
on the bed
jam-packed room.
Oh,
is hilarious. Yeah.
The lady.
Wait, who's number
The
8?
Gimo. Gimo and Miro.
Oh, Miro walked in after the 6.
Miro
just
or Miro?
leader.
Miro.
Miro.
Man. There are way more Kyoshi.
Wait, what's the name? What's the name of What's the name of each of the 6 Kyoshi warriors?
Kyo, Nova, Gishi, Loyi, Hava, and Saman. Come at me,
I was
Danny.
actually going to make a
Props to
joke
you,
tonight and be
Justin.
like, wait, which one are you again? And then turn to the next one. Wait, which one are you again? Just to mess with Justin.
Talk to
They
one
all
of
have
them.
personalities, backstories.
He has fully
Motives.
fleshed out
Challenge
sheets and
accepted.
scripts for every single warrior.
They're all legends.
He actually
All
ran
of
an
them.
AI on 6 different computers.
just to make these 6 Kyoshi warriors. It's how committed I am to the fiction.
We didn't even know, but Justin made a flying bison lab where he just spends hours writing for
Speaking
the
of the fiction.
campaign.
Science fiction.
16 feet shuffle down the hallway. Open the door.
That's so many feet.
So many feet.
Good word.
And Miro goes, well, Ren, have you come to a decision?
We are all coming with you.
That was going to be my next question. We're coming as well?
It would be best if we have more muscle, no? I actually didn't ask the group. I'm sorry. Turns around.
Yes.
More
No,
muscle?
that's fine, yeah.
I feel like we can operate a lot faster with just us. They can come if they want, but we're not all going to fit on route.
I think
Well,
we can
let
take
them
them down
figure that out.
faster if they all come
Ren
with us.
closes the door in the Kyoshi warrior's face,
And you hear 16 feet shuffling back
and
down
Ren
the hallway.
whispers to you all. We have more say in what happens between Leeko and this person if they're not there. It's a risk. I'd
That's
like
true.
the muscle, but
Yeah.
what do you think?
Oh, we got him. I don't know why you guys are
I mean,
worried.
Well,
Shoban just got
I,
beat
for
up by
one,
Saikon and still
was
haven't
very
rested.
recently in an intense fight, yeah, and I haven't slept, so
Neither have I.
I'm pretty exhausted.
Let's ask if this mission allows us to take a
Come on.
nap first.
Hey, if we sleep, the moon won't be full
I
anymore.
don't think so.
But then we might miss Leeko's opportunity.
Yeah, then we might miss Leeko's destiny.
I'm not gonna lie to
So-
you guys. I'm not feeling 100% right now. So if we go, I'm gonna need a lot of help. And
And
Che
that's
is
why
all
we're
about
here.
this. Okay, we'll
Help
just
each
go.
other.
All right.
I'm really going home. I'm sorry. I really don't think we're gonna
Are
get a
you
chance
coming
to.
again?
Oh, yeah, we're just doing it.
16 feet.
It'll be
Shuffle
just
down the
us.
hallway.
But do you know if we can take a nap first?
Well, Gimo, what do you think?
Well, knowing Botok, it's possible that he's exploring this area because he thinks there's some artifact.
In fact, and he taps his head like he's remembering something. He's like,
I remember in the academy stories of the Tizuro ruins are close by. That would most likely be where he would go.
so no nap, probably.
'Tis up to you. If you take a rest, tomorrow you could explore the Tizuro ruins and perhaps Botok is still there.
Leeko turns to the rest of the group. We can't risk him not being there.
Yeah, we have to go.
Yeah. Also, we have a bad track record with artifacts and
Oh,
ruins
this is very.
and old
You're
men.
right. That's so specific.
So, yeah, it's insane that it came up again.
Ugh,
Actually,
still recovering from that last guy. All right, let's go.
well, yeah. I guess I don't know that he's old. How old is this guy?
Was he ever the mayor of a
Next turn
town?
to the-
That's important.
That is important.
Botok is young, mid-30s, 40s. Don't
Any
know
affiliations?
his political campaigns, or if he's had any.
Was he in any groups before he ended up here?
He sailed around between the water tribes, raiding places. I don't...
Sounds like a pirate.
Some might call him that, yes.
Does he have the tendency to sit behind people and say quietly under his breath, "Yes, good"?
How did you know that?
I know this man.
That's like the one specific thing that we know about.
All right, that is a 10-episode throwback or something. That is like so precise, Danny.
But no.
Also, Meta,
Yeah,
before we
that's
have
pretty good.
another ever-changing name of a place or person, you initially said Batok.
Yeah.
Johnny and I joked
Batok.
Botox, and now you're saying Botok. So I don't know if you want to switch back.
Now I'm stuck on it. It's
All right,
Batok.
Batok,
No,
Batok.
it's Batok.
But,
It's Batok.
Rozak, he is coming to that realization, and he's going to say, I think this guy's been following Leeko for quite a while now.
Wait, how do you know that?
You've had run-ins with this person
What?
before?
Definitely not. My brother is just a very confused man.
yeah.
Just look at
And
his
he holds up
diary
his
and you will
diary.
see.
To Mira, and it's just filled with nonsense, man. Nonsense.
She looks at him.
Nonsense
She's
that
like,
just might work.
Leeko stays silent, but she's definitely like questioning everybody right now.
Mira's like staring at the notebook and she says, "How did you get access to the Kyoshi Warrior Handbook?"
Yeah, I'm not telling. Closes it.
What is this plan? This is
We'll follow
genius.
up on that later.
Jay looks so confused.
He's been a genius all along.
All right, let's pack up.
Yeah. Can you guys leave also?
We did.
I feel like we just unpacked.
We all did a lot of unpacking just now.
I know this was my idea,
Let's
but I'm
just not
regretting it
move
now
the
that I
beds
actually have
back
to.
and then come back here later and crash. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, quick hour, you know?
In,
out, in.
Yes. Yeah.
Good to go.
We're going
No,
out of
leaving
the
the
inn.
Going out. And then
All
we're
right.
coming back to
But,
the inn. So back to the inn. Yeah.
Do the Kyoshi Warriors, Mira and Gimo, they leave, right? The room?
Yes.
All right. While we're packing, where's like to say, yeah, sir, I have this tendency to just say things out loud when they come to mind. Leeko.
Yeah, I know, buddy.
While you were fighting Boomy underneath that adorable little tea shop, you were doing pretty great. And when you did that crazy fountain thing with that fountain that you saw, the first time you saw the fountain, I heard this mysterious voice behind me saying very creepily, like, "Yes, good," like he was proud of you. And I thought it was just my imagination, because it runs wild sometimes, man. But maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was Batok.
Did you turn around?
I did.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything.
No, you didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Yeah, no, I didn't see anything. It didn't seem like any of the
There
people
was no
sitting-
one behind him. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's no one
There's-
like directly behind him whispering in his
The
ear.
entire row of chairs were empty behind me. It was the strangest thing.
Why does all this creepy stuff got to keep happening? This is
But
terrible.
maybe it might be smart to consider, what if this isn't Batok? What if this is someone else?
That
I
could
mean,
be.
yeah, we don't know who he is, and he
Could
could
ask
be
him.
anybody, but if you heard a voice with no person there, and this guy seems kind of normal-ish, we could be dealing with someone else, but we'll never know unless we try.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like ideally for us, the ideal situation is that it is Batok, because I mean, if he's been tailing us this entire time, then shouldn't be too far.
Did anything else happen weird regarding me and my
No.
destiny or my anything?
I have no secrets about your destiny, Leeko.
Anybody? They hear anything weird?
What is weird anymore? We just talked to
That
a
is
giant
true.
bird.
Something that I wouldn't know that you guys know about me.
You fart in your sleep.
Yeah.
I was hoping you guys wouldn't notice.
Did you know that your parents were part of a secret organization called the White Lotus?
Yes, I just learned that.
Then I've got nothing.
You chew very.
What? Wait.
You knew that, Tay.
He read our records, guys. Remember?
But
Yeah,
Leeko
I
didn't
didn't have
have
her own
right?
records.
This is like a side note, like, oh wait, you're talking about like in general, like I didn't know it before until like I learned it. Oh yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, like before.
But that is one of the
Yeah.
things that I knew before I came.
Honestly,
They know who White
The
Lotus
Daily is
members
interested
are?
in all of this.
I think that it's probably the thing where like the Daily has maybe heard the name, right? Like they know that there's this organization called the White Lotus.
Yeah.
They don't know
And they
what
like,
it is
col-
or
they,
what it
they,
does.
they collect information on who they can find out is in it. Doesn't really mean they know
Exactly.
more details than that.
Exactly.
so this entire time that we've been talking, Rozak has been crawling around the beds, picking up all the pieces of broken glass he can find from those rude Kyoshi warriors breaking in through the windows and throwing them back out.
Okay.
I just wanted to add
What
that.
if there's someone outside?
I don't-
Okay.
I don't know if this is the time, bud.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous to whip it out the window, too.
For the love of my scalp!
My cabbages!
My scalp! I can't waterbend anymore.
So, wait, out of curiosity, Justin, can I try to bend the glass back into position? It's a form of crystal, technically.
It is a form of crystal. You and I have to figure out what we're going to do with this. I think for now, how about this? I'm going to do it. We'll do it on air until we like fully adopt the rules, because we had you learn crystal bending, or at least start to learn crystal bending before the full rules on like how to learn specialized bending came out. You and I created a crystal bending technique that you can use. So let's treat it this way. Let's say that you have that technique, but the way that the rule sets it up is that until you have mastered said technique, like connected with a specialized bending, you can't just do it all the time. It would be like a push your luck sort of thing. So if you want to try, you certainly can.
I will
I
try.
wonder if a sandbender could bend glass.
Well, yeah, eventually. It's just like metal bending for
It's
normal
more
earth
like
bending,
lava
though,
bending.
right? Because
It's in between.
metal is a
canonically,
purified
it's in
earth.
between sandbending and lava bending.
Oh,
Is in the Kyoshi books.
sorry. Wait, what am I rolling? Totally lost
Push your
track.
luck.
What I was doing? Nah. As usual. Oh. 13.
What? Okay.
Oh, he bends that glass.
That glass didn't stand a chance.
Glass don't stand no chance. Oh,
An extra opportunity falls in your lap. Huh. Okay.
because putting the glass in place wouldn't really, because they'd still be separate pieces. So once you put it back in place,
Yeah.
would it just fall back?
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be. Yeah. You can't like. I don't think you can. Well,
Why are we doing
Unless
this, Nick?
Rozak has mastered like
yeah,
unless
you're right.
Rozak
You're
has
right. This
mastered
is
like
dumb.
finger
No,
jets.
Here's just because I want to just keep moving the story forward. Che, you start picking up the pieces of glass. You start like reaching out and feeling them, and start moving them towards the window. And from you moving, like they all start to like fall into place, and something about the like now that they have the pressure of the like windowsill, like it stays there and it doesn't fall back out. But you can see that it's shattered and whatnot. But moving one of the pieces of glass, you realize that a note fell out of Miro's pocket and was like hiding under a piece of glass. And it says that it's a note to Miro that says, once you find Batok, if he has the sword, there's no need to bring it back to Kyoshi Island. You can sell it. And it's signed with an M. That's it.
Is it written in red ink?
We couldn't see it because it was under a piece of glass.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. It's not an M, it's an S.
Ren, does that look familiar, like the signature or anything?
What do I got, Justin?
You would know your dad's handwriting.
So the sword isn't even important to them?
This is my dad's writing.
Gross.
It is gross.
So wait, he doesn't even care about the sword? Or I'm assuming that's the
I
artifact
can't believe
that
the
they said he
Kyoshi
stole.
warriors are doing this for him.
I hate dads.
They're not supposed to go
Me too,
around
man.
doing the bidding of... Never mind.
Does that change anything about what you want to do
No.
or not do?
We should still go.
All right.
Depending on how cool the sword is, we should keep it.
I like the sound of the sword, yeah. Also, I do want to subtly point out that this reinforces my cops are the tools of powerful. Just, it does.
The Kyoshi Warriors
Just throwing it out there for
are
everyone.
technically military, not police.
Let's roll.
Yeah, they're being used to the same effect.
Wait. Leeko, were you trying to say something?
Yeah. Ren, do you know anything about the sword? Did your dad ever talk about a sword? What's so special about the sword?
My dad was obsessed with all kinds of things, so there's no way I would know if this is an artifact he's talked about. He collects, he studies.
I mean, how special can it be if his note says pawn
Right.
it when you're done?
But it was still special enough to write about it. Specifically.
Just send 7 Kyoshi warriors after it and a old man. A very capable old man, to be fair.
Rozak says, it's probably an important story point that we'll find out when we get there. We should probably go, though.
What story are you talking about?
Exposition and
Nothing,
go.
it's fine.
Oh, okay.
He means our story.
Is that
Just
what he's
move on.
writing all the
This
time? I
entire
thought it
time-
was plans.
This entire time, he's been writing in his notebook.
Half of it is fanfic.
Yeah, the even split.
When you were
Fanfic.
deciding you should leave,
Future
leave the bathhouse island and go to Shinyu, he was writing in his notebook. And he's like,
Every story Rozak writes
You should send them to.
reframes Rozak as the absolute hero of this journey.
All right, you leave the inn, and Leeko, as soon as you get outside, something about the full moon and the waves just washes over you, and you can mark empowered as a status, which basically means too you can also get rid of all your fatigue.
She says to the guys, all right, I think I'm actually a lot better now. I can feel it.
This is gonna
Just so you know.
Moonlit.
she's an icon. She's powerful.
Yeah, I kind of imagine her kind of just absorbing it, kind of like the way how Superman would kind of absorb it when he flies into the sun or into the sunlight. So I imagine her just
that's
taking
100%.
it all in.
Yeah, just soak in the
Yeah.
moonlight. Absolutely. I'm assuming you get on Rue and start flying in the direction that Gimo pointed you. And you see it. You see these like crumbling ruins down below.
That's our spot.
What do you do?
Should we get there and assume that he hasn't gotten there yet, or do you think he's already made it all the way over
I think we should assume that
here?
he's already there just to be safe.
If the coast is clear, we can take stealth positions. Take her down, Leeko.
And Leeko notions to Rue to land.
You land and you get off Rue, and the first thing that you notice is like a cart that has almost like excavation-esque material in it.
I thought it was going to be like, what is it, cabbage?
Cabbages.
Does it
Charcoal
look
and cabbage.
newer, or does it look like it's been there for a while?
Looks new.
Ah,
Someone's been digging. Get ready.
Oh, I wanted to say, Justin, sorry. Before we fly down, and because this is like, it's like recessed, it's like downward. And so like before, I want to get off of Rue before they fly down in, and
Okay.
use the good old fashioned Daily wall crawling method to like climb down on the side and stay in the shadows.
oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
What? That
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
cool.
You just see Sho like jump off of Rue, grab onto the wall, and just start wall running essentially.
I need to learn that.
But the four of you are down there, and you see this like excavation stuff, and you see that it, as you're looking around, like the clearest thing that you can see is it almost looks like a staircase that goes down underground.
Should
I've been playing Elden
This
Ring,
looks
can
like
you
a
tell?
Draugr crypt.
we
Did
go
you say a
in?
jogger crypt? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. As soon as you said it's like recess, I was like,
We should probably go in. I mean, I don't
thought
think.
we were just gonna hang out here.
What? He could be doing something down there.
Let's do it.
Justin, is it dark inside?
There are torches.
How convenient. So someone's
That
already
are
there.
burning?
Mhm.
Oh, he's
I told you
definitely
this
down
place
there.
was lit.
Ren goes in.
All right.
How did he know that?
You start going down, and as you're going down, you hear clang, clang, clang.
Step with the clanks.
That's actually a
Step
good
with the
idea,
clanks, guys.
Rosic. Ren steps with the clanks.
You start stepping with the clangs, and
He
you get
checks
to the
off
bottom of
step
these.
with clangs in his notebook.
You start stepping with the clangs. Sho, what are you doing? Quickly.
I would have tried to catch up with them if I saw them going down under.
Okay. All right. So then the five of you are moving down the stairs, and you get to the bottom, and this is like long open hallway. And at the end of the hallway is a stone wall, and a man is taking this pickaxe to it.
Can I, as he hits the wall, and some of the wall, I'm assuming, like falls away, can I bend it back into place?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I do that?
Some of the rocks, yeah, you totally can. Some of the rocks fall, and then they fly back up to the wall. And he goes, "Hey, whoa, what's going on here?" And he turns around. Who the heck are you people, huh? And we'll see you next week.
I did not expect that voice. How are you people? How do you do?
One of the brothers from in front of the mayor's house back in
Hey guys, he's just there minding his own business.
Good one, Danny. You can come back next week.
Ever heard of the myth of Sisyphus? Shoban just totally simulated that. I keep picking and it gets unpicked.
So funny. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, having a blast telling this story always goes
Clearly.
in interesting directions. There was a point there I thought it was going to be a showdown with Ren and whatever was going to happen, which would have been cool, but it didn't. It's changed, and that's fun. If you're interested in supporting us directly, we do have a Ko-fi. Otherwise, the best thing that you can do is to tell your friends. Tell as many friends as possible. And I did hear that for every friend you tell, a brightly colored bird with the face of Danny will come to your house and offer you a glowing pebble.
I've already created
We are
several.
so busy. We are so busy.
Oh, these are clones.
The things we do.
These are-
I took inspiration from The Fly.
Good. Yes. The Jeff Goldblum one?
Yes.
Good.
That explains why he was asking about
All
a
right,
bird
well-
earlier.
What is a bird, though?
What is
What
a
is a
bird?
bird?
You
I've
needed
seen so many terrifying birds with my face on them
It
that
was really an identity question for Danny at this point.
am I a bird or am I Danny?
All right. We will see you next week.
Bye.
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 See you.
Avatar Legends was developed and produced by Magpie Games. The worlds of Avatar The Last Airbender and Avatar The Legend of Korra are property of Viacom CBS. Intro music is Dizu by Sendai. Outro music is Tokyo Funk by LATG Music. Logo and art by Kate and Matthew Menke. You can find more of their work at pomakin.com, linked in the show notes.